Welcome to 4 more extra easy hacks to beat insulin resistance. Yes, you can absolutely take control of your blood sugar, your weight, and your overall health. But it doesn't have to be confusing, complicated, or difficult. There are actually certain tricks or shortcuts which can move your body well down the road to sustained glucose success. If you've seen our video, 5 easy hacks to beat insulin resistance, then you already know some easy methods for flipping the script on your blood sugar management. But guess what? We've uncovered even more secret but easy to achieve life hacks for quickly and safely getting your glucose levels under control. So let's not waste another second, because we're sure you're ready to discover 4 more extra easy hacks to beat insulin resistance. What is a super simple method for making sure you eat the right portions of the right foods at the right time? That's just ahead. First, let's get in the water with hack number 1. Stay hydrated. Obviously, water is vitally important to your body for many reasons. But did you know? Scientific research shows that there is a significant link between hydration and insulin sensitivity. Drinking water regularly means that you are helping your kidneys filter out excess toxins along with excess glucose before literally flushing it out of your body through your urine. Water is also linked to your blood sugar management because of its importance in aiding your digestion. Water helps your digestive system function optimally, which contributes to better blood sugar control. Plus, staying hydrated throughout your day has been shown to aid your weight management and your weight loss by increasing your feelings of fullness. In fact, studies show that drinking water before or during a meal can aid your satiety, potentially helping you limit your portion sizes, your intake of carbohydrates, and your in-between meal snacking. But how does water influence your insulin sensitivity at the molecular level? Your cells need to be properly hydrated for insulin signaling, or the biochemical message that tells your insulin to remove the glucose from your bloodstream and shepherd it into your fat and muscle cells. As much as maintaining your fluid levels benefits this signaling, dehydration has been shown to damage the insulin signal transduction pathway, and that can lead to increased insulin resistance. In fact, a study from the British Journal of Nutrition showed a link between low hydration status and insulin resistance. The study further found that not drinking enough water could lead to poor fat distribution. On the flip side, an American Diabetes Association study revealed that higher levels of hydration are linked to better insulin sensitivity. So, how much water should you drink? You don't have to go overboard, but doctors and dietitians do recommend downing about 8 glasses of water per day. So that's your liquid consumption, but what about a good food hack? That's coming up next. But real quick, if you are enjoying this video, please do us a huge favor. Like and subscribe, and let us know how you hack your glucose by commenting below. We really appreciate your support. Okay, if you are hungry for better insulin sensitivity, give this eating style a shot. Hack number 2. Keep an 8-hour eating window. Have you heard of intermittent fasting? There are actually several forms of this lifestyle diet, but one of the most popular and promising fasting methods for sustained weight loss and long-term blood sugar success is the 16-8 method, where you consume all of your daily calories within an 8-hour eating window. But those 16 hours where you do not eat include your sleep time. So how does fasting actually work? First, fasting allows your body the time to process glucose from your bloodstream. This not only helps to minimize the amount of glucose that gets converted into fat, it also creates lower levels of insulin in your bloodstream. Fasting can also lead to increased fat oxidation, the process by which your body burns your blood fat, or triglycerides, into a source of fuel. IF diets can also switch your body into ketosis, a process that occurs when your body runs out of carbohydrates to digest. During ketosis, your body will begin burning its stored fat. That, of course, can aid weight loss. Also, long-term fasting has been shown to suppress the release of ghrelin, a hormone which increases feelings of hunger, while also increasing the release of leptin, a hormone which helps you to feel full. Plus, as fasting helps to keep your insulin at low levels for most of the day, it causes your body to increase your levels of human growth hormone. This improves muscle mass, which strengthens the efficiency of your insulin. So, intermittent fasting routines, in general, can help your body in how it processes its glucose, which can lead to a wide range of health benefits. Results of animal trials showed that IF diets helped protect lab mice from hypertension, obesity, rheumatoid arthritis, heart disease, neurodegeneration, and diabetes. A recent study even found that overweight participants with type 2 diabetes who kept a 10-hour eating window for 12 weeks experienced improved glucose control and insulin sensitivity. However, studies have shown that participants who kept their eating to within an 8-hour period had more significant improvements in their insulin sensitivity compared to participants using longer eating windows. So, hack your glucose with this incredibly easy method. Simply subscribe to an 8-hour eating window. Now, here's an important question. What is perhaps the easiest and most effective hack for completely changing your diet, while still allowing you to eat a wide variety of delicious foods? Our favorite glucose hack is coming up next. First, here's another tip for getting the right foods onto your insulin-aiding plate. Hack number 3. Eat pre- and probiotics. Have you heard about the importance of your gut microbiome? As it turns out, you have vast colonies of bacteria living within your digestive system. But that's a good thing. Still, did you know that there is currently a war raging inside your gut between good bacteria and bad bacteria? High sugar, high fat junk foods feed potentially damaging strains of bacteria within your gut, and that can lead to a variety of diabetes-related complications. On the flip side, nutritionally rich foods are consumed by your beneficial bacteria, and some ingredients even add extra good bacteria to your gut. That's where fermented foods enter the picture. They supply probiotics, beneficial bacteria, which can aid your digestion. The fermentation process of some foods can also create prebiotics, which become food for your healthy gut bacteria. Scientific trial results have found that prebiotics and probiotics reduce digestive issues linked to inflammatory bowel disease, strengthen the linings of your gut, improve your body's immune response, and increase nutrient absorption in your digestive system. And new studies now show that consuming both prebiotics and probiotics can lead to a variety of benefits for your blood sugar control. In fact, a study published in the journal Nutrition Reviews showed that fermented foods influence the gut microbiome in ways which can reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, as well as heart disease and metabolic syndrome. But which specific foods should you eat to gain pre- and probiotics? Well, for powerful lactic acid bacteria and bifidobacteria, try Greek yogurt. Bifidobacteria can help to relieve constipation, boost immunity, reduce the risk of gastrointestinal infections, and improve the bioavailability of certain antioxidant minerals. And lactic acid bacteria can help to reduce inflammation while improving HbA1c levels, fasting glucose levels, fasting insulin levels, lipid profiles, and even BMI in adults with type 2 diabetes. A powerful prebiotic is inulin, a form of fiber found in white onions. Inulin moves through the digestive tract undigested and becomes food for healthy gut bacteria in the colon. This aids insulin sensitivity as it slows digestion and the rate at which glucose enters the bloodstream. Some types of mushrooms supply beta-glucans, another prebiotic fiber that slows digestion, thus aiding post-meal blood sugar regulation. Certain breads made with barley and oats also supply beta-glucans. You can even find some legumes, like lentils, with good amounts of prebiotic fiber. In fact, a study from the journal Obesity recently suggested that regularly eating lentils can improve your gut bacteria composition, which works to boost your metabolism and reduces your fat accumulation. Other sources of probiotics and prebiotics include fermented delicacies like tempeh, kimchi, and sauerkraut. So, get more probiotics into your gut microbiome and feed them with more prebiotics. Okay, are you ready for our favorite and possibly the very most effective hack to beat insulin resistance? Great, because you absolutely must try hack number 4. Get complex with your carbohydrates. This may be the most obvious, but also the easiest and most rewarding glucose hack. By avoiding simple sugar foods like potato chips, crackers, white bread, and white flour pasta, and instead getting your carbohydrate content from sources like beans and lentils, fruits like apples and berries, vegetables like broccoli and sweet potatoes, nuts and seeds, and whole grain breads made from oats, barley, and rye, you can dramatically improve your relationship with your blood sugar. Because these carbohydrates are far less processed, they will give you large helpings of dietary fiber. That's why it's always better for your digestion, your heart health, and your glucose control to choose whole fruits over highly processed fruit juices. Just take a look at apples. Apple juice can contain concentrated levels of simple sugar, which may quickly spike your blood sugar. But apple peels contain the powerful fiber pectin, which has been shown to improve blood sugar and blood fat levels, while also potentially aiding weight management and digestion. Plus, if you choose complex carbohydrate foods, you will be gifted with a wide range of artery-aiding, diabetes-fighting antioxidants, and other powerful micronutrients. For example, berries give you anthocyanins, ellagic acid, and resveratrol, which protect against free radical damage and reduce the risk of multiple diseases. Nuts and seeds are an excellent source of mono and polyunsaturated fats, like linoleic acid, which can work to lower LDL cholesterol and total cholesterol while improving insulin sensitivity. And of course, fiber-rich cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and arugula contain large helpings of both soluble and insoluble fiber, along with a range of blood sugar balancing antioxidants, including vitamin C, magnesium, potassium, quercetin, and zeaxanthin. Many complex carb veggies also supply nitrates, which help to lower blood pressure while improving insulin sensitivity for type 2 diabetics. In fact, studies show that eating beans or other legumes for just 3 days a week can improve blood sugar control and lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. Other research has found that switching from a high wheat diet to a high legume diet can improve glycemic control while reducing your risk of coronary heart disease. And the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a diet high in whole grains was associated with lower fasting insulin concentrations. Overall, studies show that maintaining a diet high in complex carbohydrates are associated with lower levels of chronic inflammation, higher satiety, better weight management, improved gut health, and increased insulin sensitivity. So, just say no to large amounts of simple sugar foods, and instead get complex with your carbohydrates.